Yep. Well, we only take
Kia ora.
5:30.
Nā mai hara mai, ki tēnei otaka,
So when we're finished,
ko tahiro,
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
e rua.
Yeah.
So,
that's cool.
102. Tonight, we're going straight into everything, and because
Some of
we
those
have live
parts and those
guests
roles,
in
I
the house,
reckon they're too
as we say, in the whare,
complicated.
and it's a good time to grab them and reach inside and see exactly why they have chosen to be in TBC. Okay? So, bearing in mind that only new to TBC, it's quite a challenge for anyone to just front up. And of course, they would like to broadcast at some time in TBC. So becoming a broadcaster is going to be one of their main aims once they are registered in TBC. In the meantime, they are busy. They're working out their matrices, working as a team as well, another duo, and looking forward to, the goals in TBC, achieving the goals in TBC, like everyone else that is in TBC now. So, ngā mihi ki rawa, e tēnei pō, karawa e mohio, ka kore rā hau, ki rawa. No? So, surprise! So, first one up is, come. Sit yourself over there.
Movie you wrote, you can watch your movie.
Yes. Sit yourself over there. Oh, yeah.
Well, you know the type of name.
My block of wood.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just don't
We
turn
have
the
Violet.
speaker on 'cause the heat goes with it. I just
Violet,
also do the-
is kind of an orphan, right?
Aye.
Violet is kind of an orphan in TBC, and through her other half, we'll call him other half at the moment. Through her other half, they have decided to pursue their journey in TBC. Now, they're keen as beans to broadcast. I've never seen anybody like it. The minute you talk broadcast, everyone goes, "Ugh." Not these two. They're ready to go. And I guess for them, it means playing catch up with what goes in TBC. So, we've got one over there, and here's Violet.
Kia ora whānau.
They're going to have teams. So I'm going to ask Violet a few questions. And, I don't know what to expect from my questions. Because
Don't make them hard.
I don't know if she's a greenie. I don't know what she knows. And, but we're sure going to find out why she's in here. So, Violet, what brought you into TBC?
Tired of struggling. Seeing the opportunities and the potential that TBC have to offer. And just finding a way out. Being able to help whānau, help the mokos, help the tamariki. and be able to leave a legacy.
Mm.
Because I ain't got that long.
So, isn't that what we're all about?
Yep.
Isn't that what TBC is all about? You read your mission statement, that's what it's all about. So, how did you come across TBC?
It was all by chance, really. I was given a gift certificate at a presentation that I went to in Otara, here in Auckland. And I was none the wiser. I didn't know what it was. It just said, go to this website, sign in, and you will receive your free gift. So I did. And that's where I've been. Trying to figure out where to now. And that was 2 years ago. So I've kind of been floundering around, and it wasn't until I happened to see Beck's and Key's name pop up on the screen one day and thought, I know these people.
You don't look like a fish.
I know these people, so I'm going to touch base with them and find out, okay, teach me.
Hold on. It always times out. Don't worry, we'll be back in a sec. Okay, so we're back in. Right. Okay,
So, yeah. And like part of the corridor last night, you know, you're not going to learn anything if you haven't got good leaders, good teachers, and a good mentor. And I think I know we've found that. Hence why I'm here now. Trying to learn what I can from Bex and Key for the benefit of my own whānau and help them to grow too. That's me.
Cool. So you actually signed up before.
Yep.
And that was 2 years ago. That's a long time ago.
All right.
That's a long time to be out of TBC. And in that length of time, much has changed in TBC, as we all know. And those who are new will not know what the journey was like before. So, where now do you see yourself heading in TBC, knowing what you know, and what do you think would be your first steps in pursuing, your journey in TBC from here?
I think for me, it's really learning and getting to understand TBC, understanding the blog and everything that's in there. I'm one of those that'll go over and over and over, no matter how repetitive it may be, just so that it'll sink into my head so that I can understand and then be able to share it with the whānau, immediate whānau, whānui, and just to find a better way in life rather than having to struggle, especially for our young ones today.
Yeah.
Making a future for our young ones.
Cool. So there is only like 8 days left to redemption, to the end of redemption. So there's a bit of mahi in there for you to do.
Mm-hmm.
I guess now we go for it from now on.
Yep.
From here on in. So Violet and him, him watching on the other lippy. They have come because they needed help with understanding why you form a matrix. Because they want to do the holiday promo in the short space of time that they had to do it with. Now, I've only seen them in the last week and a half. So they're doing really well to get this close to wanting to do their matrices. Now, in the short period of time, I've got, a few people. I have never given them a gift. I wish I did. But I know somebody over there has got a gift. He's got a gift already, but someone else gave him his gift. But that's okay, because we're all in the same team. So my job now, and Keys, is to make sure they get all the benefits out of the holiday promo and what they need to do. Okay? So time's not on our side, but we're going to do the utmost to make sure that they achieve what they've set out to do as from today. So good luck to you guys.
Thank you.
And it's been great having you guys here because they were in Key's audience prior to this, sitting in the corner over there. So I thought, when I get on, I'm going to show them on the screen. What an opportune moment. Also, those of you watching out there, now you know who they are when you see them pop up on your screen or in the chat room. This is Violet, and that's
Hi.
Kim. Okay, so the next person will be him.
Come on, him.
Your turn. Yeah. Now, King
It's totally
has
different.
come with a lot of, what do you say? He has come with a lot of
My way.
questions. More than questions, he was also skeptical
All right.
in the
Yeah.
beginning. Okay? Right? I can turn my camera to you, right? So, here we go. Ken.
Kia ora.
And if you're in the crowd, Carol, this is Ken.
Hey, Carol.
Okay, so they were sitting pretty in the corner there, and I thought, ooh, okay, now's my opportunity to grab them, put them on the screen, and have a corridor with them. Why not? You don't get that very often. I mean, we don't get many people turning up, and although we've done it to Bill, and we've done it to George, so this time it's Ken and Barbie.
That's my Barbie.
Ken and Barbie. Ken, I know you were skeptical.
All right.
Well, this is what I heard, okay? But I don't know why you were skeptical. Because, I mean, I heard this, okay? So, if you were skeptical, why? Share with us why.
A long story short, we used to be in
Oh, sorry.
other what I would call it airplanes there. And they fell through. You know, thinking that they're all the same. Until one day Wallet came home and said, oh, have you heard of TBC? I said, yeah, no, I haven't. Then she asked me the silly questions like, do you know Key? I said, Key who? Key, do you know Bex? And then I knew who Key was. I knew who she was talking about, you know? Reason being, when I was driving for freight lines on our truckies, Key used to be my foreman. To me, my boss. And I enjoyed it, being a truckie for him. Now, little me knowing that Bex was in the office, being one of the office girls. And I go in there, get smart with her, and go out again, jump in the truck and gone. But then after all this time, everybody had asked me about Key and Bex, and then she told me what was happening. So I said, well, we'll give it a go. But I'm still skeptical about it, and I'll ask them the same thing when we do see them face to face. And it happened.
Now he's here. He's gone past the skeptical a bit.
Aye.
So we're taking a few more steps in the right direction. Now, Ken's been busy getting his name together of his whānau, as we've said to him. Work with your whānau first. Get the whānau next. And ngā hoa, the friends next. So this is where they're at, guys. Mind you, Ken's not a shy person when you come to korero in front of people. Oh, no, he's not shy. He'll do his own show, his own way. And, you know, it's quite entertaining, really, because he's like me. Say it how it is, do it how it is. If you don't like it, well, move along. But, you know, we know we're always in here to spread the word about TBC.
Right.
We know that's the korero and that's the kaupapa, TBC.
Got it.
We're not on here to start talking about, oh, the birthday party last weekend and whatever else coming up somewhere. No, we're here. And it's all about TBC. So, since you've jumped that hurdle, Ken.
I don't jump.
Oh, there you go. He doesn't jump. Okay. Run then. Just you run through those obstacles that you have put in front of you. You also mentioned that you thought this was a pyramid.
Aye.
And then we told you different. That it's not. Now, he's quite happy with the answer that we gave him.
Aye.
Which is being upfront, you know, being truthful about everything. Because no good hiding things from people, because they're going to find out down the track when they begin to start doing it themselves. So, you know, that's the first thing you learn, to be honest. And when that happens, people trust you. And that's the key, you know. Key to great teamwork is knowing that you can trust people and being honest. So, Ken, you're working on your matrix, right? You have 8 days. I haven't asked you who you're going to label first, have I? No.
Oh.
So, where are you going to aim your focus when setting up your matrix? Are you going to start with friends? Are you going to start with old workmates? Or are you going to start with immediate whānau?
In my case, it would be immediate whānau, mainly my grandchildren. I don't say friends because friends are people you know. They're just acquaintances, people you know. if you had a friend that stick next to you from the start to the end, regardless.
Mm.
You got to get that word friend right. That's why I use my grandchildren, because they're young and they listen or they get a spank. Or in our case, a kick in the bum. But a loving one.
Yeah. And that's the way to start, you know. To start is one thing. To continue from there on is another work in progress. You can't, you know, you can't actually push people into doing things. You can only guide them along the way. You can place things in front of them and say to them, okay, your call, your choice as to which way you want to take this. Where do you want to be next month? Where do you want to start doing broadcasts? All that kind of stuff. That's all on his plate at the moment. But, you know, he keeps talking about, I want to broadcast. Wow. That's awesome. Awesome when you can get people like that who just willing to do it. Make your job a lot easier. And I guess to silence their critics as well. Because once you get into TBC, you gain a lot of criticism from whānau. You know, especially if you approach them, they see different, they don't want to do it, but at the same token, they can see you driving your waka on your journey and being successful with every little step that you take. Okay, we're not in here to take giant strides. Hell no. Oh, if we can, we will, but small steps are better than no steps. Okay? So we're going to take this a little at a time, and we're going to be feeding the information into both Violet and Ken as much as we can. And as long as they keep asking us questions, we will show them the answers. Okay? It's best they know where you get the answers from than for us to say, here it is, throw it at you. They don't learn. They need to go through the experiences of, you know, a journey through TBC, like everyone else. I mean, we'd like to think it's plain sailing, but hey, we all know we have hiccups along the way. So, you know, my kōrero to all of you out there, especially anybody new who is watching, you know, take note of a person like Ken and Violet, people like Ken and Violet, who are real greenies like you, new members to TBC, but they're willing to give it their all.
It's not green, it's dark.
So, also, here's another one. You can kōrero I roto I te reo, Māori. So, hey, we're gathering momentum within our own language, which is awesome. So the more people we get on board that can share our reo, our language, the better it is for a lot more of our own iwi, as we call them, iwi. So that's the platform, guys. We're here to spread the word in TBC. We're also here to uplift our reo and to showcase it to the world that we do exist. We are just not Māoris in colour. We also have a language and a culture, and we're here to do that. Okay? So thank you, Ken, for being on the show, on the big show. And we hope to see more Ken shortly.
Thank you very much.
Because he will start to do his broadcast. So, people, I have a few more minutes to go. So, let's share my screen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. You right?
Yep.
Okay. Now, make sure I present it to everyone. I'm just going to go through a couple of things here. Oh, here we go. I want to go through this article. Misuse of powerful tools can have unforeseen consequences. Now, we talk about the tools in TBC, the tools that we need to use. There are many. So, this blog is from November the 13th last year. So, we're a lot closer. Now, notice the guy at the sink in that video. So, I kept waiting for the guy to cut off his thumb. But thank goodness that didn't happen. But he did mess up the tool he was using. And that is bad enough to make the point here. TBC today is an empowerment tool. During its distribution phase, many have misused it as well. Misusing TBC is just as gross and foolish looking at what this guy did using the wrong tool on a turkey. There are a number of things we have seen members do that will fall into the category of misuse. Let's look at a few of these things and hopefully educate enough members to not misuse TBC. Lately, we have seen a number of so-called TBC exchanges, and this is a concern. People, we are not a market-based coin, and we don't want to be either, by design. Market-based coins will all end up getting heavily regulated by government because they play on the elite's turf, the government-regulated market exchanges. Market-based coins will never have the means to end poverty globally. You can't have it both ways in TBC. It's a matter of jurisdiction, and we are clearly private and self-regulated. Now, some members, out of an unnecessary sense of desperation, fall for one TBC exchange scam after another, and then want to blame someone else for their foolishness. Isn't it interesting that most of these TBC exchanges are unwilling to present their owners on video? Exchanges are a government-regulated enterprise, and full disclosure of the owners is required by law. People, you need to be smarter than the scammers. I have said this many times in the blog. Discounting TBC or Kringle coins is also a way some members have misused or our medium of exchange. By mutual agreement, all members have accepted that all transactions need to be done at the current price stated on our websites, which moves according to the formula. So here we have a link here that takes you to the TBC formula. When you discount TBC, you affect the whole TBC community in many negative ways. Long ago, we had to write code to allow admin the ability to turn off send buttons in order to fix the discounting problem. Both the sender and receivers will get their send button turned off if they are caught discounting our coins. All transactions over 400 grain need to be reviewed by the TBC Commissioner by email to prove that an equal value was exchanged, or else your send button will be turned off. If you do more than 2,000 grain within a 24-hour time frame, the same is also true. You must show evidence that you are about to do a transaction greater than 40,000 grain to the TBC commissioner by email before doing the transaction and get approval, or else your send button will be turned off immediately if you do the transaction first. This disclosure is covered every week in the send button meetings. We have effectively ended TBC discounting by this means and can move forward towards fulfilling our mission with confidence. Some members expect to find a magic cash out button in TBC and behave badly in public when they are told that the button doesn't exist in TBC. Cookie Rewards allows admin to move millions of grain to the wallets of members, and most of them have only exchanged about 40 grain and completed a few simple tasks. Yet, some believe in the magic cash out button that will convert all of those millions into some other form of money. We are in the distribution phase. In fact, the early part of it. And we have provided a fast start system to use to cash flow. This cash flow is generally done at about 40 grains per transaction as the member brings in new members. A magic cash out button will not bring in new members, and the scammers are feeding off the foolish members that believe in a magic button. It's a crying shame. The whole point of the TBC distribution phase is to create mass adoption and set up an economy based on the principle of abundance, and in turn fulfill our mission to end poverty globally. Why would you want to break that? So, here we are in alignment, and here you are out of alignment. Okay? There is a difference. Anything that is out of alignment with what I, as the creator of TBC, have established as proper and good and have provided the education to do it, could fall into the misuse category. If you can't find it here in this blog, then best you don't do it. Some scams do provide short-term results, but at the expense of hurting the whole TBC community in the long run. When you are in proper alignment with TBC, it should be able to meet all of your short-term needs in exchange for your efforts in expanding the TBC community. Effortless magic cash out buttons don't exist in TBC. Cash out buttons are attached to market-based coins that also carry the risk of loss of money, while large short-term gains are as rare as the four-leaf clover. Many of us in TBC consider market-based coins a form of gambling, and most of you can't afford to gamble. The choice is yours. You can do both by trading market-based coins while you also participate within the distribution phase of TBC. Just don't expect TBC to become a market-based coin. I assure you that will never happen. If you truly want to meet your short-term needs using TBC properly, embrace the activity of inviting. This one activity of inviting others to receive the gift, when done properly, can lead to generous cash flow. Proof of this is all over the place. Set aside whatever is holding you back from doing this one activity on a daily and consistent basis, and then you will see some real magic happen in your life. Not only will this one activity take care of all of your short-term needs, it will provide you the wealth to live in abundance in the long term and establish a legacy for all of your prosperity. TBC will change the world for the better for all. Now, we're just not saying that. It will. Trust me. You can trust a lot of people, and they will tell you the same. So, there we have it, people, in a nutshell tonight. That's where I'm going to have to leave it tonight. So it's been great having Ken and Violet on board, both as an audience for Ken and as my guests on my broadcast. So now you can put a face to these two people. Now, you know now who you're talking to, instead of just talking to this little frame that sits in the chat room. Get back to our main script, and just got to acknowledge a few people. So once again, thank you, Ken, and so Ken and Barbie, here I go. Ken and Violet for being here tonight. Brother Darren again, and Sister Carol again. It's great having you here almost every night. And now you two know who they are, Ken and Violet. Okay, so without further ado, that's my kōrero for tonight. We think of another kaupapa āpōpō, and I'll be back live again tomorrow with 103. So hei konei rā, and ka kite koutou āpōpō. Tomorrow, Marie.